Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Mvhayv.
All right. Istungon jokayadega. Istungon jokayadega. One person, listen to the ending. Jokayadega. Okay, more than two. More than two is jokayadega ga. Hear the ending? Aga. That's plural. More than one, or even to 10 people. Okay, that's to 10 people. So make sure that you get your endings right. And remember, I said in regular speaking, we change things. We add, we drop them. We add endings, we drop the endings, and that's what the next class, the next in November, we're gonna do. I'm getting it, and we're using new word like uhutki or hutki, like faded. We're gonna do all this, but I want to go back over these so that y'all can at least know. We're just kind of going over stuff from the previous class so that we can jump into this other class. And I've got sentences going right now, and they're explained. Like whisky. What's whisky? You hardly ever hear whisky. And whisky is like your hair all messed up, or little girl's hair is all messed up. I used to hear that when I was growing up. They'd say, "Jiggy gasas, comb your hair, whisky dos." It's just everywhere. Okay, it's just everywhere. We're gonna learn stuff like that because you don't hardly hear those used anymore. I use it with my kids, but you don't use them anymore. That's just the way it is, and that's what I want to teach y'all. And how we cut off words. Those words are going to be the way I speak. Those phrases are going to be the way I speak. Okay, Halloween words. Do y'all got all this down? Because, like, remember, abiti, like shadow, can be a shade under a tree. You can say a shade under a tree, or it's even used at the grounds for the camp. Even at the churches, like where they had an arbor, it can be used for an arbor. But it's also, this is where situation and environment changes the meaning of that word. See how situation, environment has a lot to do with language. So if you say mabiti, you're saying the shadow of this person. So if I said Jane mabiti dos, I can say Jane's shadow, but I can also say Ido mabiti dos. It's saying the tree's shade. See how that's working, guys? See how that's working? Okay. Istiila hisaga. Istiila is a dead person. Hisaga means they're still breathing, though. And that's what a zombie is. See how that's used? These are all descriptive words. They're not in a dictionary, guys. Every one of these words are, though. Isti, ila, hisaga. Those are in the dictionary, but it doesn't say zombie. These are single words that's in the dictionary. Zombie is, that's what they are. Dead people still alive. It don't say alive, but they're still breathing. Okay. Borzi lusty. That's just saying you can have any color cat. You can use borzi with bolati, a blue cat, shobakhatki, a gray cat, borzi shobakhatki. You can make this borzi any color you want. Okay. Now, Dakfaliliska. Dakfaliliska is a bat. Is a bat. And that is a word that they use for it. That's not descriptive. Dakfaliliska. I told y'all one landed on me. If Iga is head. Foni is bone. Skull. You have to use Iga Foni because skull, it is your It's a bone of the head, so you have to describe it. Iga funny. Isti hobilga, graveyard. Isti is person, hobilga means to bury. To bury. But it's got, that's where you bury people. So see, graveyard. And this one has to be different because we can't say yard. We can say fitta. Jogo fitta is a yard. But we can't say grave. We can't put a yard to this. So it has to be, hobilga means to bury people. Okay? Corpse is a body, isn't it? So it's a person that's dead body. Isti ila ina. Ila ina. Ina is the body, is a body. Dark, yumuchki. That can be, but this dark, you can say dark skin, but this would be different. Yumuchki means just dark as in nighttime. That's the only time you can use this. Decapitated. We don't have no word for decapitated, but it says no head. That means no head in English. So we have to say iga sigo. But you know what? Even amputation, like somebody doesn't have their legs been amputated, you would say ili sigo. Ili sigo, no leg. And it means it's been amputated. Okay? Any questions so far? These can be used. That's how come I'm doing this. It has to be used. You can use this probably anyway. Okay? Evil. Oh, to hex or spell. Imbothida. That means do something to somebody that's not good. Okay? Evil. Hithigo. Hithigo, actually, it means no good. It means no good, but it's evil too. We can put this with evil to say it's no good. Somebody that ain't good. That girl is evil, but you can say that girl is no good. Okay. Botha is a witch. Botha is a witch because they imbotha they do imbotha. Listen. And this one can go together because that's what they do. Any questions? I thought this was pretty good. Okay. Blood. Blood itself is jada. Blood itself is jada. And you can't say, and you can use this to say a blood vein. Jada faga. Like a vein, like a vine though. Faga is vine. Remember in the words before that was a vine. But in English it says blood vein, and that's what it is. They call it a blood vine instead of blood vein. You can use that. Casket. Tuhahawa. This means box. This is actually a box. Tuhahawa is a box. But we don't have a word for casket. So we have to call it a box. And that's where situation and environment comes in. When you say, if your family dies and they'll say, we're going to go look for a box. They're talking about a casket. Tuhahawa is a box. But it also means for a casket. Either way, that's where situated. Go ahead.
There's a dough sorting from ETO.
It'll. You can use that, but still yet. There's wooden box, paper box. You see what I'm saying? So situation means like my family or somebody's family died and they say, what we're gonna go look for a box. They're talking about a casket, okay? That's where situation environment comes in. Spider. Ajok sanwa. Ajok sanwa. Ajok sanwa is just spider, but you can say color. You can add a color to it. You can say ajok sanwa jado shi ita oglejidoes. Okay, listen now. Ajoksanwa. Jadoshin isa oglejidoes. I said, that spider had a little red mark on its back. What do y'all think that is? See, we can describe it, or we can say, Ajoksanwa oklanidoes. It was brown. We can't say brown recluse because we don't have a word for recluse. But the only different spiders we got a name for is what? Double shortly.
Oh.
And that is a spider, but it's not, it's a, what do you call that? That big thing, I forgot the name of it in English.
Over.
No, that double shortly. It's that one that crawls around, you'll find them in your houses. They're long legged.
Oh, that long legs.
Daddy long legs.
Double
The double shortly.
solar.
Double shortly. So that's how you do this. We just got one kind of spider. Okay. Lihaya thako. They call it cauldron, but it can be any kind of black pot that you got. Or you can even say a big cooking pot. It depends on, see, if it's in your kitchen. But if you got, it's a pot, big cooking pot. But if it's outside, upside down somewhere, it's not the big witch pot. I call it witch pot. Okay. Dinik Thedza is a devil or Satan. It's descriptive. Dinik Thedza. That's a devil. And it's saying it burns you. Somebody that burns you. That's descriptive. How? Wohohogi. Listen to it. Wohohogi. Have you ever told your kid to say ow and they'll go, woo? Wohohogi. Does that make sense? Wohohogi. Okay. Mask. Dothofa sukthanga. Dothofa is face. Sukthanga means to cover it with. But remember in the previous one we had okthanga. Cover something with. Sukthanga means to cover it with. Midnight. Nithi naskaba. Nithi naskaba. Nithi is night. But remember now, don't confuse it with dark. Dark is your muchki. Nithi is nighttime. Naskaba means middle of the night. So we call it Nithi naskaba. But remember now, your muchki is dark. Nithi is nighttime. Your muchki. Yeah, Nithi your muchkidos. See, I just said the nighttime is dark, didn't I? Nithi your muchkidos. Moon. Hathisi. That's an original word. That is not a descriptive word. Hathisi. Because we live by the moon. My mom used to say that was the most accurate month that you got. She said, you go by the moon. So she predicted all my babies' births. She'll say, you're not going to have it there. That doctor's wrong. You're going to have it here. She was always one day off. It was either one day before or one day after when I had my babies. Because she said, that's not right. Those doctors are not right. They're going by calendar. I'm going by the moon. And she could tell you by the moon. Hathisi. Monster. Hanka. 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 That's an original word. I don't know where honka come from. There is no word that I can tell you that's even close to honka or describe that word. And honka was more like shapeshifters and in our world. Uba, is an owl. Oba. 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 My grandkids the other day scared of it. And in our culture, most kids, especially in my generation, were scared of a oba. And you know that story. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a little story about that. And I'm gonna tell it in Muskogee first, because we're just kind of going back over things. And I'm gonna tell you Muskogee first, and then I'm gonna translate it to English. He's talking to me, see, Forswa, Yikchen, Hoboyadis, Gehotimats. God was looking for a strong bird. And Obadon, Lamhit, Timathagadis, an owl and an eagle were going against each other.
Meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so they said, he's talking to Mishit Munayagadis. God told these two birds, Oa Ishkishagut, Nutska, Ondrishagut, Hombida, Hombigot, Nitta Austin. We are Nazis. He told them, y'all can't drink water, y'all can't sleep, y'all can't eat for 4 days. But he said, Dad, Moyat, Nita, I know doing sa no what. But what's what yikchan? He said, but y'all go 4 days, but if y'all go longer than that, he said the winner of this will be the strongest bird. Well, the oba, the owl, that he put him on limbs, Ido Lumhin, Ido Lukchin, Oha Okage, Idi Hijagadis. They were looking at each other. They were both on a tree branch and they were looking at each other. Obagi Festua, Mada Imgoslahis Gomanis. Mada Imgoslahis Goman. Malam Himo, Ma Obadat, Yik Chigurunga, Ingoslahis Gomadis. The owl looked at the eagle and said, I'll beat him. And the Lumhi was looking at him too. And he thought, he ain't a strong bird, I'll beat him. So they sit there. Okagadis. He's talking to heathen. See, God was watching him. And they sat there on. They look, they were looking at each other. Oh no, they were looking at each other. And psyching each other out. That's what I call it. On. Okage. Obada. Torthwadadi, you most smallly, Oglegan. Lamhi doget. Mada nutski odosti going much. Going Oglegan. That owl's eyes were starting to twitch, you know. And the eagle thought, his eyes starting to twitch. He's getting sleepy. On Okage Mongan. On Nithi. But they went I think they went more than 4 days. Mahogadi. Nita Osta, Shimongalin Sabi, and these they went more than 4 days. On Okage Mongani, Hijagid Okage. Obada negata these gazimas, he negati hagiben. And the owl was just starting to, his head was starting to droop, and he jerked it up, jerk it up. And that eagle, Lumpy that he did show leg and said that eagle was watching him now. And all of a sudden, he demaki what? He said, boy, in a thump, the owl fell off. He went to sleep. Lumpy that, and boy, and that he chima had a leg to escape these machine. He told God, he said, I'm the strongest right here. He said, I'm the strongest bird. So when God, when he sagde med sit imponadiske zagemas. Chinda, chino jitunga, bidagi dalgojin, binga legit, chihaya handowes, yet forswajik chadundos, oes chindat, bidagi dalgojin, binga legit oahanchidis. Manjokwi hada handowes kezen, mamoa hanyoa, lamhit, forswajik chadon. Obat bidagi, binga libo jidundo. So God told him, he told the owl, the oba, he said, you fell asleep and fell off. And he said, the eagle over here beat. But the owl, he told the owl, he said, the only thing I can use you for is to scare children. And he said, children will be afraid of you, but that's all you'll be. And he went to the eagle and he said, you will be the strongest bird. So that's why my mom said, that's why every kid, they hear an oba, they're scared of him. Because that's what they made him for. And Lamhi is our strongest bird. That was a story she told me. So now these kids are scared of owls. They're scared of owls. If mine hears an owl, mine was real little too. The oldest one, if she heard an owl or something or a dog bark, she'd go, Mom. You know, okay. I hope y'all enjoyed that story. Pitchfork. Chofonwa. Chofonwa is a pitchfork. This is where situation environment comes in. Okay. Chofonwa, if you're sitting at the dinner table, it means a fork. But if you're outside going to do something with the yard, it's a pitchfork. That's where situation environment changes the meaning of this word, Chofonwa. Hobithi. It was that way this morning. Hobithi does. This morning it was fog. It's foggy. Hobithi does. This morning he had Kulguji is a flashlight. Kulgi is a light. A little flashlight is kulguji. Remember now, uji at the end of anything means little. Kulguji, that's a flashlight. Chukwalabijeja, Grim Reaper. These are all descriptive now. Some of these are descriptive. Grim Reaper, everybody thinks he's bad, but actually, it's he is bad. I'm gonna say that he is bad, but he helps you cross over. So Dukwalabijeja means to help you cross over. Wallabijeja means crossover. Diwalupki, remember Diwalupki means to is something crossed over. Dukwalabijeja means they make somebody's okay. Any questions? Okay.
This is the Halloween special.
This is a Halloween word. We've been on it for a while, but see these words, they mean different things. And you can use them in different ways, but they are all descriptive. Okay, Count Dracula. Count Dracula is the king, isn't he? So he's Jada Iska Miko. Jada is blood. Iska means he drinks it. He's the king of it, Miko. Jada Iska Miko. Skeleton. Skeleton is isti funny. Remember, funny is bones. But when we say a person's bones, it means a skeleton. But you have to say, if you say arm bone, you have to, this means a skeleton. But if you just want single, sakwa funny, you can say arm bone. You have to do that, okay? Just like igafuni. See, igafuni, we're saying skull, but we're saying head bone. So you're having to identify it, okay? But if you don't, and you say this, istifuni, you're saying skeleton. Candy is jamba. Jamba is something sweet. We didn't have candy. We don't know what candy was. It's jumba, something sweet, jumba. And then some of them say gindi. Gindi.
Yeah.
Cause they didn't know, and you know, some of these are crinklish because they didn't know how to speak English. And I remember my grandmother still, I remember some words that she still said that it was crinklish, but she couldn't even do that sometimes. Okay. Wicked. Hulwayija. Hulwayija means something mean. So you can say Ishti Hulwayija, a wicked man. Hukti Hulwayija, a wicked woman. You have Hulwayija means somebody that's weak. Okay, so you would have to identify it. Right here, scarecrow. We don't have no word for scarecrow, but we call him grass man. Bahi is grass, Isti is a person. Bahi Isti. Spider web. Ajokfan wa hoya. Ajokfan wa hoya. But the way we speak in real, remember, we cut off wa and just say ajokfan hoya. We cut off wa, okay? We cut off wa sometimes, and the way we speak it is totally understood. We'll say ajokfan hoya. Because ajokfan wa is spider, but we don't have to say that whole word. We just cut that off. And we'll say ajokfan hoya. And that's how we speak in the way we're speaking conversation. Okay, vampire. Okay, he's the worker for Count Dracula. So he's just a plain Jada Iska. He ain't a Miko. He's just a Jada Iska. He's a blood drinker. The other one is a Miko. Mami, Isti Ila Guspi. Isti Ila is a dead person. Guspi means he's dried up. Gusby's dry. So a mummy is a what do they call that? Oh God. Those are real. Mummies are real. Gusby means dry, but oh, what do they call that when they do that? Oh, anyway. Okay, this is our culture right here. Istijapko, tall man. Istijapko. And knock, ihaya. Knock is something. Ihaya means they make themselves into something. E is saying third person, ihaya. Ihaya. Knock, ihaya. And that's what we call shapeshifters. Knock, ihaya. Knock, ihaya. So we're kind of going back over this, but this you can use several different ways, guys. And that's what we're going to go into in the November class. I got words like ohutki or hutwi. Faded. Something that's faded, like blue jeans, faded blue jeans. We see or we ski. We see means like messed up.
We see.
Or whiskey. I tell my little girl, chica gasas, chica easy, whiskey dos. I'm saying, comb your hair. It's messed up. See, you don't hear that anymore. Whiskey. And they'll even say, you're, you know, sometimes we go to the grounds and some of the kids would, sleep in a car. They had to. They slept in a car. They wanted to go to sleep, and they'd come up. Their clothes be all messed up. They say, "Achagi whiskey." Their clothes was all messed up.
As a W-E-K-E.
W-E-R. Whiskey. Messed up. And that's like in. You can use that like with hair, clothes. But that's not it. You're describing something that's messed up.
Anything.
Huh?
Anything, bro.
Well, you can't say automiwisking like a car messed up. You can say it's bent or wrecked,
Oh.
but see, it's a different word. So, okay, okay, New Year's coming up. We had to study calendar because our calendars are coming out. Our calendars are coming out. We're having to recheck, recheck, recorrect, recheck, and that's how it goes when we're making our calendars. Safojusi, Sulubi, Mojasi dos. January is New Year's month. Safojusi is January. Sulubi is year. Mojasi is new. It is. Safojusi, I'm just saying January is New Year's month. Remember now, Sulubi is year. Sulubi. Anytime you want to say year, you say Sulubi. So if you say 2 years, you say Sulubi Hokole. Sulubi Dochinen. That's 3 years. Sulubi Chokbi Hamgin. 100 years. Sulubi means years. Okay. Hodali Hasi Fikchamba Hasidos. Hodali Hasi. Hodali is saying, Hodali is wind. That's descriptive for February. It says wind month. February is wind month. Hodali Hasi Fikchamba Hasidos. Wind month is sweetheart month. So February sweetheart day. We can't, so we say just Fikchamba. Nagadi, Oksulubi, Oga. Oga means, is that what they mean? Are they saying mean? Nagadi, Oksulubi, Oga. Oksulubi is year. But Oga, is that what you're trying to say, Thor? Nagadi, Oksulubi. Oksulubi is.
Yeah, Olga. So I'm just asking, what does Otholabi mean?
It's year. Oh, Othulubi. I'm looking at that wrong. Thulubi is year. Othulubi, like you say, Othulubi Balat. Year 10. 10 years, Othulubi. You can use it like that, okay? Does that make sense to you? Like 10 years, Othulubi Balat. Othulubi Hokolin. That's like 2, add a number to it.
You said Olga too. Olga D or Olga.
Olga, yeah. Nagadi Othulubi Olga. He's asking that question, Olga. What does it mean? Othulubi means like put a number to it, okay? Okay. Hodali Hasi. Hodali is wind. Hasi is sun. It's moon. That means what? But look at that. We're meeting up with something. What do y'all think it is? Hafisi is moon. It says Hasi. Hasi can mean sun, but when it can mean a month. Okay? Okay? So this is where situation and environment comes in. Okay? Hasi can mean the sun, but Hasi also means a month, guys. This is where a lot of people get confused. So remember, it's the same word, situation, environment, changes that meaning, okay? Fik jamba. Fik, remember I said, we cut off words at the ending or we take off words at the beginning. Fik is short for figgy. Heart. Cut it off and just say, because we can say figa jamba. We can't, it don't sound the way it's supposed to. So we say fik jamba. Okay? Da satujinita. Oh, da satujinita sagithida hasidos. March is daylight saving time. Sagithida is to save. Sagithida is to save. Okay? Sagithida is to save. Remember that, guys. Sagithida is to save. And that's an infinitive verb, ain't it? Okay, dasachuji. Nitta. Sagithida. Nitta is day, savings, to save, month, dos. Mother's Day is in May. I don't know. Is it? Is Mother's Day in May?
You thought.
It May. What's in April? Easter. Okay. Easter. Okay. You're probably right. I don't celebrate Mother's Day because I'm a mother every day.
Audio.
I'm a mother every day. And that Mother's Day is just another day for me. Second Sunday in oh look, Father's Day. Oh my God. Okay, you're gonna have to correct me, Jane. Okay, in May, Mother's Day would be Ichki. May. Okay. Do I even have May? I don't even have May on here, guys. Okay, I missed May. So May is, what did you say, Mother's Day? May is Mother's Day, so you would just say Ichki Nitta. So May is ECKE, Ichki Nitta, Mother Day. Okay, and May would be Dasachi Sako, isn't it? I think it's Dasachi Sako. Okay. Dasachuji. I don't know what that is, Dasachuji.
Little something. Maybe.
It's little something, but I don't know what Dasachi is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to break that down and do that. That was a question. What is Dasachuji? Something little, but Dasachi, I'm gonna have to. I never even thought about it. Okay. Gihashi is mulberry month. Somebody's got something here, maybe. Second Sunday in May is Father's Day, third Sunday in June. Okay. Okay, Sagithida is to say, Ajayijida is to take care of something, okay, Thor? Sagithida is to save. Ajayijida is to take care of, okay? There's a little bit difference there. Okay, let me see what. Mother's Day is in May, so it's Ichkinita. Okay. Okay. Gihasi is mulberry month. Man, I'm gonna recorrect this here. I've been rushed all this time. I rush. I hope you. Gosh, that's just confusing. Okay. Gajo Hashi Ifke. Okay, let's see. What did you say Father's Day was on? Let me see. Gajo Hashi is June. Ifki Hashi Dos. June is Father's Day month. Okay. We can say Ifke Nitta, but if we had to put a day to it, if we say Nitta, like Ichki Nitta, we have to put a day to this, but we just put Mother's Day month and Father's Day month. Okay. Okay. Firecracker month. July is firecracker month. Hayoji. And a lot of people call it Hayoji. Hi. But if you look at this, they're saying it in English. Hi. They'll say Hayoji. Hayoji. It's Hayoji. If you know your sounds, it's he, a. Means little hot. Hayoji joga dabochka hasidos. Joga is paper, dabochka means it blows up. It's descriptive. Joga dabochka. Hasidos. It's paper blown up month. Okay. Hayosako. They call this hayo. They'll say hayo. Hayo Thako, but it's hayo. Hayo is supposed to be hayo Thako. Same way with hayoji. Ogida mosquitoes. Hayo Thako means big hot. Ogida means the season of summer. That's when it starts. But also, Joga da Bochka Hashi, right here. Joga da Bochka, Heyoji, Heyoji. That's our New Year's from Muskogee people. That's our New Year's. So it'll be Bojashi Dui. While the world is doing it in here, we're here. That's our New Year. Okay. September, Native American Day or Native American Month. Odowoskoji Istijali in Hasidos. In Hasi means it belongs to them. It's their month, Native Americans month. Okay.
Fall asleep.
October is Scare People Month. Odowoska Tako. Isti Bingalichka Hasidos. Is this person Bingalichka is to scare them? It's to scare them. Iholi Silolawa Solidawa Hasidos. Veterans. But veterans is what? Soldiers, isn't it? This is soldiers. Solidawa is soldier. It means a soldier. But we have to because we don't have veterans. So any person that's in the veterans or in the armed forces is Solidawa. Okay, Solidawa. Iholi Solidawa Hasidos. It's saying November, Army guy month. They're Solidawa. We don't have veterans, but we have to describe it as a Thako, big winner. Thako is winner. Thako means big. Dajago, Thako, Hasidos. Okay. Dajago Thako is Christmas, but we also call it Santa Claus. Two things. My mom used to say, Dajago Thako, Lagahani's G. Santa Claus is coming. But Dajago Thako means Christmas. That's what situation environment. These are almost all descriptive though. We didn't have holidays. We didn't have holidays when we were, they always told us like the main, like Christmas, New Year's, they told us stay home. Yeah.
So the Java Flacco, he's coming. How you say that? Say it again.
Dajago Thako, Alagahanis. He's gonna come.
Alagahanis.
Uh-huh. Santa Claus is gonna come. And my grandma used to say she was gonna chase him off because if we didn't behave. She said, Dajago Thako, Alakigo, she used to say, I'll chase him. She used to say, he ain't gonna visit y'all if y'all don't behave. She used to say she was gonna chase him off. And I thought, yeah, right, and she would tell us, and then another thing she would tell us was she wouldn't let us go to bed till after midnight. She's too young these arguments. She said Christmas might pass you over. And what she meant by that was something could happen. And you wouldn't even recognize Christmas or New Year's or Thanksgiving. It can pass you by without you ever celebrate it or even recognizing it. So a lot of people, it's happened to a lot of people. I remember New Year's, they were having a wake service for one man. On New Year's Eve, we had a wake service for one guy. See, his family didn't even recognize that it was a holiday because he died. And so they were having his wake service on New Year's Eve. And we went to the wake service, so we didn't have New Year's because we was at the wake service. But in a way we did. We sit there all night, and my grandma used to say, you see the new year come in, see it first, see Christmas come in. That's what she said, see Christmas come in, and she didn't go to bed till after midnight. Because she saw Christmas in. She saw it come in, and New Year, same way. She saw it come in. She wouldn't go to bed, and she would tell us, y'all stay up till after 12. See it come in. At least you saw it come in, even though you don't make it through that day. You saw Christmas come in. And she used to say, y'all quit going out. Because we used to go running around on those Christmas and New Year's to see friends and stuff. She said, y'all might not see it. Y'all better stay in. They'll pass you over. And they did that to my family when my father died. We didn't even recognize Christmas because he died close to Christmas. So we didn't have, and then everybody, it was during the winter time, we caught the flu and everything else. We did not have Christmas. So it passed us over, didn't it? Christmas passed us over like they said it would. Like they told us it would, and it did. Okay, I'm teaching y'all just different things. Hair. This is everyday thing, not every day, but this is just certain things that I've heard during when I was growing up. Archagi bago leges. What's that? Fold the clothes. Bago legida is fold it. Bago legida is to fold infinitive. But when I say bago leges, when you drop the ed and add ac, which is is, you're doing it. Okay, that's the verbs. You're going back to verbs. I'm folding the clothes. But if you tell somebody else, what would you say?
Oh,
Make a command out of it.
Archie bago leges.
Yeah. Archagi bago leges. You do it. Okay. Put lie in the osrafki. Look here. Gabi Jeffki. Lie. Gabi Jeffki. Gabi is what? So. Jeffki means it drips. Osrafki sakchanas. So, why do we call lie Gabi Jeffki? Soap drip.
Because you have to heat it up, it drips into that form.
You pour it over the ashes, and what drips out of the ashes is what you want. So they call it Gubby Jeffy. And I don't know why lye is called Gubby. Maybe they made soap out of it. Who knows? See, okay, guys, this is where thinking's gonna come in. Y'all tell me. Why y'all think that's called Gubby Jeffy? It's called soap dripping. Or softy suctionus. Put it in the softy. Put lye in the softy. Now just remember now, our people, we ingest this lye that comes out of ashes. We ingest it. We ingest this stuff. But it's natural, isn't it? We ingest it, but we don't buy this lye at the store and ingest it. We make it. Okay, the dog is fluffy. This can be a blanket. This can be anything that is fluffy. We bigly. We bigly. A sheep. Yeah, we figure we bigly those. Here we put the dog is fluffy. If we bigly those. But we can say the sheep, the lion, if there's a lion that's fluffy, the blanket, the little boy's hair is we bigly. We could even, if we bigly those, saying the dog is fluffy. Okay? Stingy sock pega. Stingy sock pega is a ring. Okay, where does stingy come from? Ingy. Ingy. Right here. Ingy. Stin means samba isti. Ingi sa pega. This is isti. Ingi sa pega. Look how we cut off the front though. Instead of saying isti ingi, we just put stingy. That's how we speak, guys. When we're conversational, they'll say stingy sa pega. Stingy sa pega. Pega means put it on there. Put it in this ring. Okay? Like this one. This is a stingy sa pega, but this word, when we don't cut it off, is isti-ingi, a person's hand. Okay? Watch. Hasiskika is a clock. Hasiskikoji is a watch. It's small. Anything with uji at the end is small. Okay. Woman's leader. Hoktagi. Hoktagi is plural for hokti. Okay? Hokti is a girl or a woman. In homata is leader. Hoktagi. Hokti is one. Hoktagi means a bunch, a plural. Okay? Means plural. Hoktagi in homata means women's leader. Okay? Look here, women's plural. Jelly hogasagidos. We're getting there. We're getting to that kind of weather here. My legs are chapped or ashy. We don't know hogashi. We call it hogashi when it's chapped or ashy. Jelly, remember? Illy, but when you put ja on there, it's something you can't give away, and it's possessive. So it's jelly instead of illy. Jelly, hogasagidos. My legs are chapped or ashy. And you know, my grandkids, they get ashy about this time of the weather. And I have to tell them, Shishega. Shishega is something to rub on. Shishega, put it on yourself. You know, that's what I have to say. And I'm going through that here this next class now. Okay, I have a code. Yoksitnida is to have a code. You can't give it away sometimes, but you can. Chayoksinidos. Chayoksini means I have a code. Yoksitnida is a code, like in sickness code. Chayoksinidos means I have a code. So ja is possessive. Any questions on this, guys? We're gonna go back over this tomorrow too, because if they have any questions, this is where I'm questioning myself. Chayoksinidos. I have a code. Hajak fiskidos. Hajak fiski means I am sneezing. Hakfiskida. Some says hakfiskidis. Oh, what is that? They got a dis in there, but this is how I said. Hajak fiskidos. Hakfiskida is infinitive verb to sneeze. But when you say hajak fiskidos means I am sneezing. Remember? Ja. You're owning it. That's yours. Hajak fiskidos. I am sneezing. But hakfiskida is an infinitive verb now. Is this getting more complicated? Jason?
Mongo.
Mungo? Okay. What's Mungo? No, it ain't, he said. Okay. Look here. My back is itching. I got a grandson that says, scratch my back. And when he was a baby, we scratched his back all the time. If he was on our shoulder, we'd be scratching his back. Don't do that. Because he wants his back scratched all the time now. He'll come lay on my bed. If I'm sitting on a bed, he'll say, Grandma, scratch my back. It may not even be itching, but it's just that comfort maybe. And then you can be sitting somewhere and he'll come and sit by you and say, scratch my back. So he's got a habit. Jatha, Itha is back, part of a body. Jatha means my back. Huttos, hutubida is to itch. Infinitive verb, hutubida is to itch. But when you say unhuttos, unhutto means means it belongs to you. I'm itching. My back is itching. That's a pronoun, un, okay? Un is a pronoun, like ani, me. That's what that is. Any questions? I know this is going right into stuff, but it's just something that, like when we speak, remember I told you I was going to teach how I speak instead of formal. Because formal, is good. You kind of learn stuff, but then there's a different world in how we speak to each other. Does that make sense? Any questions on this? If you like this, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Because we can turn this all back around. I can change these.
Hit the like button. That's it. I don't know.
Oh, I know. I'll see you later. All right. Bye. So see, this is how we speak though. This is how we really speak in a conversational way. So, okay. Here, we just got about 3 minutes. Different words. We went through this before. Doklegi dokshidos. But remember how we speak. This is doklegi formal. We can say dokleg dokshidos. Okay. Okay, dokleg. We don't have to say doklegi, but that's formal. But the way we speak, we say dokleg dokshidos. The bread is moldy or it's sour bread. We call it sour bread in my family, so we say dokleg kamukshi. Istijapko mahidues. The law man was taught. Isti, we can say Istijapko, and that's his real name, so we have to call him Istijapko. Mahi means tall. Was, Tues. Somebody saw him, ain't it? The way this is written. The law man was tall. Somebody saw it and said, Istijapki Mahi Tues. And we can say Mahi Tues, but we can make him really extra tall. Istijapko Mahi Tues. See that tone? Mahi. Oh, we can make him extra tall. Isti adilogat adida chayajidos. I like being around where people gather. And I do. I'm very I like to see people that I haven't seen in a while. And that's where you'll see them when they gather up. So I may not seen anybody in a while. And my family used to say a funeral was the family reunion. That's what she used to say. When somebody dies, you'll have a family reunion. I don't like going to funerals, but and then sometimes they'll have something like a birthday party. You may see somebody there that you haven't seen in a while. But I like to go where because that's where you see people. Not funerals, but they used to tell us funeral was a family reunion. You'll see family that you haven't seen forever. So she didn't like we didn't have a family reunion. She says funeral is a family reunion. Chogo Dohopke Afolutki Duis. A fence goes around house. Tuhupki is fence. Jugal is house. House fence goes around. It's saying the fence goes around the house. So somebody might have been asking, where's your home? Well, I live where there's a fence. I'm the only one with the fence around it. You can say Tuhupki. Tuhupki. Okay. Hasiskika Hamgat Ufibiga. It's getting the one. Mado Jigetsaget. Boxing Jihitagate. I'm gonna say Mado and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Now, let me know tomorrow if this is what y'all like, because next class, the November class, because our last class will be November 3rd. November 3rd. So, and I got more something like this, like I got faded. Faded, you don't hear faded, like faded jeans. I got so many different words, like I can't even remember all of them but I got faded for one. As like faded jeans. Stuff like that. If this is what you want to see, things like this, like the way I really talk, we'll do it. But if you want, and you can ask me 4 more questions, if I can answer it, I will. Would y'all like it like this? Let me know, because you're the students. I'm just teaching you, okay? I can teach you any way, the way you want it, because I want you to learn, okay? I want you to learn. Jimmy Githi to watch you got. Nagin Githi to Giajagat, anime, Amonayatsen, Allah, Mamahayes. If y'all let me know, you're the one that's learning. I'm trying to teach you. So if you want to learn something a different way, just tell me, okay? Oh, I know, Chihizagat this. Mado, everybody. Mado.
Madam Maya.
Uh-huh.
Madam Jihijatis.
Oh, I know, Chihizate.